Happy Tuesday, Mustangs. Thanks for showing up. I'm glad to see you. Miss Killian always asks every morning if you've got your materials ready. So I just wanted to kind of see if your desk looks anything like my desk, because you should have this Breaking Barriers notebook with you, and you should have a math book, and you should have your blue workbook that I provided you with at the start. And you should have your We Are the Ship book before you start working. And if you don't, you should find that. Also, Miss Cos asked me to make sure that you are finding your guitar because, like I said, the week is almost mid-month, and we are going to finish next week academic, and then we're going to have fun the last week of school, and we'll bring our guitars back and check things out and check things in. So hopefully we can all come to the school at some point before the end of the year. That's not happening this week, though. It's Tuesday, and we need to think about those things, but we also need to think about Wit and Wisdom, which today is a writing day. So when I work in my book, I have a lot I've been writing just like you do. I have my Notice and Wonder chart from yesterday and the 7th inning, and today you're going to be making a two-seek paragraph start. And you'll remember that. You might be looking at this thinking, the yellow isn't in the right place. You'll be working on your second paragraph of yellow in that transition later on Thursday. But maybe you could print up the two-seek paragraph organizer if you'd like to, but you don't have to. You can just do it in your book like I did. So you can make your own, or like Miss Killian does. And you're going to be writing today, and you're going to be working on paraphrasing evidence. So that's another thing you're going to want to look at. You should have the paraphrasing evidence in your journal, but if you don't have the paraphrasing, there's a chart there that you can look at in the links that will tell you about paraphrasing. So that is a tool you can use, but you might have it in your journal that you wrote already last week. I'd like you to set up another Word document like you did last time and send me the paragraph that you write today. It should be 4 or 5 fifth grade sentences long. And so mine takes up about half of my page in print and would take up almost a whole page doublespace if I typed it in and worked on it. Now remember, this is just a draft and we're going to be working on it later, but I'd love to have you send me a Word document of the paragraph you write today in Wit and Wisdom. And then we'll work on it on Thursday, and we'll add the to see like we used to say in class. Math today is hands-on math. I just put tape on a regular dice so that I could have the decimal fractions that they talk about when you're multiplying. So I taped it, upside down, to make 7/10 or 1/10. I just used some masking tape to make new dice, and I used regular dice with the pips on them for the whole numbers. So when you're playing that game, if you'd like to call me, I've got the dice ready, and we could play, or we could Zoom, or we could do Google Duo or FaceTime. So let me know if you'd like to play, and we can play that game, or you could play it with a sibling, because I know that Quinn, Quade's older brother, and I know that Cole, Shane's older brother, could use that practice too. So you could play that game with your brothers, or you can play it with me. And 4th graders, we've seen this at school. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. This is a screen you're going to see today comparing fractions. I think this sheet might be in your red folder. If it isn't, it's in the printed materials if you receive those. Or you can just look at it on the screen and talk about, if I had to compare 1/3 to 1/5 and decide which one is larger, what would I use? Would I use reasoning with unit fractions? Would I use common denominators? Would I use common numerators? Or would I use benchmark numbers? Well, there are lots of different answers for each one, well, or maybe more than one answer for each one. So think about that. Unit fractions, well, those are both unit fractions, so I know that 1/3 is larger than 1/5. but they also have a common numerator. There's only one of each, so I just think about the denominator. Thirds are larger than fifths. So either of these would work. So you could use that. You could use a tool to write on it, or you could print it up. And you may have it in your red folder. I'm not sure. We have printed this up at school and worked with it. So talk through that. And if you'd like to talk through it with me, feel free to give me a call and I will talk through that worksheet with you. And maybe today it's a little less time consuming, so maybe you can get to some science today, but remember, science lasts all week, so you don't have to do it on Monday or Tuesday. Things get faster and lighter on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so maybe that's when you'd like to work in science. And make sure you check out your specials. The music teachers have been doing great. Their counselors have been helping out a lot. Art and PE are a lot of fun, so see what you can do on your specials and make sure you get outside sometime today and enjoy your Tuesday. I'll talk to you tomorrow.